Assalamu alaikum and good greetings. So today we will take a look at several verses from the Quran that relates to the story of Adam and Eve. Now, why am I focusing on this for this video? Apparently, recently there's a celebrity or a public figure in Malaysia that have made a joke that is related to that story. Basically, he made a joke. The joke is in Malay, but I will translate into English here for context. So he said, "Do you know why the wife always asks the husband to choose where should we eat?" Right? For example, if you want to go out and eat, the wife always asks the husband to decide where we should eat. And then he said the answer is because the last time the wife suggests where to eat or what to eat, we are kicked out from heaven. And that referred to the story of Adam and Eve and how they are being kicked out from heaven. That's the joke he made in a social media platform, and many people reacted to it. And I just think that let's take a look at several verses from the Quran that relates to that story and how it is being presented, and whether that is consistent with the image that we have, which is the foundation or the basis of that joke. Now, this is just I Google Adam and Eve. Now, there are several things. I'm not saying this is representing of what is being taught in Christianity or anywhere, let alone in Islam, because all of these Western influence in these pictures, right? But there are several things that you can see. One is, for example, there are serpent here, right? There's a serpent here, So in that story, which include the serpent, I think that is from the Bible. I think any Christian that is watching, please verify if that, I made a mistake. So that's number one. Number two, normally it is Eve who is being made as responsible to make Adam to eat the fruit. So the serpent actually influenced Eve, and Eve influenced Adam, right? So normally that's how the story goes. So this picture, I think, indicates the same thing, right? So the serpent actually influenced Eve, and Eve influenced Adam. So that is generally how the story is being told. And normally it is related to, from Islamic perspective, it is related to Israeliyat stories, and my assumption is that is from the Bible. I haven't checked out whether the stories as such as that details, including the serpent influenced Eve, which after that influenced Adam. I'm not sure if that is those details are in the Bible. So please let me know if that is not from the Bible, or if that is indeed from the Bible. We can take a look. I haven't done the research for that. I'm just focusing for this video on how Islamic text, how it is being presented in the Quran, and how it is different from that kind of story, right? Because that kind of story have the implication where the woman is being made responsible to influence the man. The fault is more on the woman, because the woman is the one that is being influenced first, and then in turn influencing the husband, the man. So this is Surah Al-A'raf, verse 20. We begin here. فَوَسْوَسَ لَهُمَ الشَّيْطَانِ, Satan whispered to them. But if we go word by word, فَوَسْوَسَ, then whispered, lahuma, to both of them. So it's not lahu and laha. It's not to him, male, and not to her, female. Lahuma, to both of them. So in Arabic it's very clear. It's not just to them, because if you translate to them, it's not clear whether it is 2, 3, 4%, but lahuma is specifically to 2%. Lahum is more than 3 or more. Laha is to one female. Lahu is to one male, right? So it's very specific in that nature. So lahuma, to both of them. Shaitan. So shaitan is the one that is whispering to both of them. So that's number one. From the Quran, shaitan actually whisper to both. It's not just to Eve, it's to both. And then liyubdiya lahuma, to make apparent to both of them. So again, you will see this consistent. Huma will be consistent, both of them, and both of them. Ma wuriya anhuma, what was concealed from both of them, min sawatihima, of the shame. This verse actually indicates the intention of the shaitan. Why is the whispering? To reveal the aurah, to reveal what is being concealed, which is the part of your body that shouldn't be exposed. Waqala ma nahakuma, and he said, he referring to the shaitan, right? Waqala ma nahakuma rabbukuma, your Lord did not forbid you. Okay, again here the translation lose something, right? So rabbukuma, both of your Lord, because rabbuka is your Lord to single male, rabbuki your Lord to single female. You know, ka is you, one singular male, ki is one singular female, but kuma is both of you, two of you. Kum is to you in a group, larger, three or larger, right? So rabbukuma, your Lord, both of your Lord, ma nahakuma, did not forbid both of you, an hadhihi shajarah, from this tree, illa, except an takuna malakain aw takuna minal khalidin, except that you two will become angels, or you two will become the immortals, right? So basically the shaitan tricked both of them and saying that the only reason that God forbid you from eating from this tree, from the shajarah, from the tree, is that if you eat from it, you become angels or you'll become immortals. So that's the trick that shaitan said. But the important thing here is it is consistent. Both of you, 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 and so on, right? And then we go to one or two more, right? Waqasamahuma inni lakuma laminan nasihin. He swore, waqasamahuma, to both of them. Again, huma here, right? He swore to both of them, inni, I am, lakuma, to both of you, laminan nasihin, among those who are sincere advisor, right? I'm telling this for your own sake, for your own benefit, right? So that's what shaitan swore to them. Fadallahuma bighurur, and then he made both of them to fall with that deception. Again, lahuma, right? Falamma zaka. Okay, so again lahuma. So when they, okay, so I'll just go through the translation. So he made them fall through deception, and when they, again, all of this day, actually if you go to the Arabic, lahuma, both of them, and both of them, right? So they tasted of the tree, their private parts. Again, their private part here, where is it? Sawatuhuma, right? Sawatuhuma, again, both of them. Huma here is both of them. So their shame, yes, that's correct translation, but their does not really, meaning something is missing from that translation, where it's not whom but huma, right? It's not many, not there are many, but there are two. It is interesting because in Arabic there's singular, there's two person, and there's multiple, where we have, I think in English, just singular and plural, right? So in the language itself, when it is referring to specifically two, we will lose that in terms of the translation, right? So here again, over themselves, alayhima, it's not alayhim, over themselves. Him is plural, right? But alayhima is duo, right? Duo, two person. So again, kuma here, kuma here, kuma here. So the verse is quite clear that shaitan is actually deceiving both of them, and both of them are deceived together, and both of them fall together. Because here, for example, did I not forbid you from that tree? You here is alam anhakuma. Didn't I anhakuma, forbid both of you? Because anhakuma, not anhakum, not anhaka, not anhaki, but kuma, right? Both of you. So the narrative from the Quran is that both did the mistake together. It's not like Eve is the one that is being deceived by Satan, and then she actually influenced Adam. No, the Satan deceived them both, right? So we can take a look also in Surah Al-Baqarah. So just additional, Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 36. فأزلهما الشيطان عنها فأخرجهما مما كان فيه وَقُلْنَا اهْبِطُوا بَعْضُكُمْ لِبَعْضٍ عَدُوٌّ وَلَكُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ مُسْتَقَرٌّ وَمَتَاعٌ إِلَى حِينٍ. Satan caused them, right? فَأَزَلَّهُمَا. Again, huma here is both of them. It's not فَأَزَلَّهُمْ. It's not them, whom in terms of plural, but huma is two person. الشيطان عنها فأخرجهما, and he got both of them out. مِمَّا كَانَ فِيهِ وَقُلْنَا اهْبِطُوا بَعْضُكُمْ لِبَعْضٍ عَدُوٌّ, etc. Right? So there are another portion of the Quran that have let's go to Surah Taha. So this is just additional. So let's take a look at 117. Okay. Okay, we begin here. قلنا يا آدم إن هذا عدو لك ولزوجك فلا يخرجنكما من الجنة فتشقى. And we said, O Adam, indeed this is an enemy to you and to your wife. So Allah said, we said to Adam, Ya Adam, O Adam, inna haza, this is pointing out to the Satan, to the devil, right? Aduun, your enemy, like laka, to you. Okay, so this is, for example, laka, to you, singular male, right? Ka, walizawjika, right? So to your wife. Ka here is again to you, singular male, and zawj is the wife, right? It's not wife really. It's your partner, right? Your partner, because the same word can be husband or wife, right? Your partner, but in context it's your wife here because Eve is the wife of Adam. Fala yukhrijannakuma, do not let him to drive both of you. So kuma here, so you can see the difference here, ka and kuma, right? You singular male, two of you. Minal jannati fatashqa, so do not let the Satan deceive you. Inna laka alla taju'a fiha wala ta'ra, indeed it is promised for you not to be hungry therein or to be unclothed. Wa innaka la tazma'u fiha wala tadha, and indeed you will not be thirsty therein or be hot from the sun. Okay, so this is the nature of heaven or paradise. And then we go here. For waswasa ilayhi shaytan, and Satan whispered to him, Qala ya Adamu hal adulluka ala shajaratil khuld wa mulkin la yabla. And then Satan whispered to him, he said, O Adam, shall I direct you to the tree of eternity and possession that will not be deteriorated? So in this case, this is quite interesting in relation to the two portion of the Quran that we have seen before, where here Allah highlighted the experience of Adam himself, right? Because before it's directed to Adam, and of course the wife is part of the picture, but the conversation is with Adam personally, right? So the wife is being mentioned. So in the story, in this narrative, Ilahi, so he here is singular male. So it is focusing on Adam, and hence it is put in this picture that Shaitan, the devil, actually, whispered to Adam. So the focus is more on the male actually, in the case of responsibility, right? Of course, we have established that Satan or Shaitan deceive both of them together from the previous two portion of the Quran, from Surah Al-A'raf and Al-Baqarah. But here it is focusing on Adam, so he is being whispered to, of course. Qala ya Adam, so Satan actually say to Adam, O Adam, hal adulluka ala shajaratil khuld wa mulkin la yabla. So this is the deception, right? And as previous verses mentioned as well, the tree of eternity that will not deteriorate, right? And then فَأَكَلَا مِنْهَا, they both ate from the tree. فَبَدَتْ لَهُمَا, okay, so become apparent to both of them. So again, lahuma is two of them, right? To both of them, sawatihima, both of their aurat, of their shame, right? وَتَفَقَا يَخْصِفَانِ عَلَيْهِمَا, min warakil jannah. Okay, so the story is the same, but here in this portion, it is interesting that the highlight is on Adam primarily. Hence, the story about the whisper is on Adam specifically. Not to say the whisper not happen to Eve as well, because the previous two portion have established that both of them are being deceived. But here, the focus is on Adam, right? And so on, because it follows with what Adam did afterwards, right? So then the Lord chose him and turned him into forgiveness and guide him, etc. So the story of Adam and the fall is a story of forgiveness and repentance, actually, right? Of course, we will cover that in another different video, perhaps, if we are going to having a deep dive into the topic. But here, this is just about, just to focus that there's no such thing as serpent. Of course, that's number one. So for example, we will not have this thing that comes to say anything. So it's always mentioned that Satan or devil without any description on how it is, in what form, etc. Right? That's number one. Number two, it's not Eve that is, deceiving Adam. Both of them are being deceived by the same shaitan. Right. So just to clarify that, so in Islam, there's no such thing as, for example, women are being punished because of this, right? Okay, for Christian friends, please do clarify this for me. I have heard from multiple sources or multiple people that says that, and this story infiltrate as well to some Muslim that relay the story, that why the woman is being punished with with menstrual cycle, with pain of childbirth, because of this story, right? So in Islam, there's no such thing as such concept. So is that concept from the Bible? If you know, and maybe I can take a look at what is the story from Bible perspective, take a look at it, and if those things are truly from the Bible, the serpent, that woman is being blamed, and there's punishment specifically for women, yeah, so feel free to comment those. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.